Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. Well, come on in here and sit down with me. This is your home for 5 minute a day, 5-day a week Bible study that is verse by verse through the Psalter. That's all we do here on Daily Dose Radio. We study the Psalms verse by verse. Today we're looking at Psalm 6, and we're going to be in verses 3 and 4. So we've established that this is one of the 7 penitential psalms, and my goodness, just right off the bat, David kicks us right into penitence, doesn't he? As he comes to the Lord, and he says, "Don't judge me, have mercy on me. Here's my condition, I'm weak." And then he says, "You're strong," by saying, "You can heal me." Notice there in verse 2, "I'm feeble, heal me." So it's, our inability and his great ability demonstrated right here in Psalm 6 verse 2. We're feeble. Our bones are vexed. We come to only one place for healing, and that is to the Lord because he's merciful. "Have mercy on me," he says. And now we're going to read verses 3 and 4 today. So if you have your Bible, why don't you open it up there, and we're going to look at verses 3 and 4. "My soul is also sore vexed, but thou, O Lord, how long? Return, O Lord, deliver my soul. O save me for thy mercy's sake." All right, so that's verses 3 and 4. My soul is sore vexed. So not only is his bones disturbed, but his soul. And I said yesterday that the bones, I think, are a metaphor for the soul. It's the deepest part of the person. Not that it couldn't be that he has an illness and, he feels the bones burning inside him. But there's something about that makes you think about the soul here. It's the deepest part. And the soul is vexed. "O Lord, how long?" he says. In my translation I have, "And you, O Lord, how long? Until when? How much longer do I have to wait until you heal me? I'm suffering right now. Because of my sin, heal me." And sometimes, sometimes it's good for us to tarry and to seek the Lord. And it may be a while before we discover any healing, but he's on his way because he's merciful to us. And he says, "Deliver my soul, save me." Notice what he says there at the very end of 4. He says, "Save me because of," or "for thy mercy's sake." For thy mercy's sake. So because of the Lord's loving kindness, according to his loving kindness, according to his mercy, he saves. He doesn't save according to my greatness, my knowledge, my bank account, my gender, my race, my good looks. He doesn't save because of any of that. He doesn't save because of my good intentions. He saves me because of his mercy's sake, not for anything I've done. So that's why we can cry out to him, throw ourselves on his mercy, because his mercy, it's never ending. It's higher than the heavens. It's greater than our sin. Our sin is a shallow thing. It's an ugly, shallow pool of mess. But his mercy is a great, deep ocean. And he always has plenteous mercy. And he's willing to, heal the contrite sinner. That's why we have this penitential psalm. David's telling it to us straight here. I'm unable, you are able. And would you come and do this, save me from my sin because of your mercy? And maybe someone listening or watching this video might think, you know what, I should do that too. I should cry out. Do it right now, right where you are. Cry out to the Lord for mercy. And do it not according to your goodness, because you don't have any of that. Do it according to his mercy, according to his person, his loving kindness. Cry out to the Lord and ask him to save you right now from your sin. Would you do that for me? You'd make this old preacher happy if you did. And there would be rejoicing in heaven if you did. Well, if you'll join me tomorrow, we're going to look at verses 5 and 6 as we continue in this penitential psalm in Psalm 6. So join me then here on Daily Dose Radio.